Morning, guys. Happy Monday. 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 Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Let's go do what we gotta do. Happy Monday. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. I'm waiting for y'all to come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm waiting for y'all to come on in. Come on in, fam. Good morning, my Peggy. What's up, my sister? How are you this morning? Happy Monday to you. I pray that you're feeling better, girl. I pray that you're feeling better and you're doing better. Because I know if you're not there yet, you're on your way. I know you're on your way to feeling better and doing better. I know you are. I know you are. I feel it. I feel it in my spirit. I know it. I know it. I know it for a fact. Let's see who else gets in here. Come on in. Come on in. Peggy, share this out. Share this out. I got something special God laid on my heart. Yesterday. It was a good Sunday. It was a really, really good Sunday. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I decided to go horizontal today. Just to see how we do. Just to see the difference. See how it is. But I hope all is well with your girlfriend. Hope all is well. And thank you for always being supportive. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Lori, how are you, my dear? How are you? Why are you deleting everything? What? I didn't even get a chance to look at it. What you deleting, girlfriend? What you deleting? Had to get me a new steering wheel cover. I don't like this one. So the new one is coming. This one is cheap. So I'm returning it to Amazon. This is cheap. I thought it was like the leather one, but it's not like I had before. I had the silver leather one before. But now I'm changing over to the black bling. And I got a new one for the license plate too. I just didn't put it on yet because the cars are so dirty. The cars are filthy dirty right now from all the snow and the salt and the ice melt. And, it's just messy out right now because of, wintertime. Oh, thank you, Peggy. I appreciate you. Lori, why you delete your comments? What you say there? What you say? What you say? Y'all remember when Martin used to be like, what you say there? What you say there? Girl, what you say? That was on Martin. But anyway, y'all, I wanted to come and talk to y'all today and just give you some motivation as I try to do on Mondays. And I said I wanted to be more consistent. Because listen, life is happening. Life is happening to all of us at the same time at different rates. Philadelphia, we had a tragedy amongst other places as well. I don't know what's going on with these planes, but it's a lot going on with these planes. But in Philadelphia, not, far from me. I live on the outskirts, but not far. And I have family in that area. As you all know, a plane crashed and it took out a whole section of northeast Philadelphia near Roosevelt Boulevard. Not only that, there was a mom on the plane with her daughter that was receiving treatment here in the United States. And they were on their way back home from her receiving treatment. In between all the travel, something happened. The plane crashed and it set houses on fire. It set people on fire. The debris has put people in the hospital. Some people were on life support. Some people passed away. So it's a lot going on. It's a whole lot going on. But I'm here to tell y'all that trouble don't last always. My pastor said yesterday, he said, we can't be Christians that have a saved soul, but a lost life. And it hit so hard because I've realized, wow, what he is saying is phenomenal. What he is saying is so major. It's a lot of us. We have saved souls, but we have lost lives. And what he means by lost lives is that what we're doing in this world, while we have the opportunity to live down here, we're living as lost people. We're not living up to the potential that God has given us. We're not living in a way that's pleasing to God. We're not doing things that is pleasing to him. We're trying to find ways to find peace and joy and try to find some type of satisfaction, but we're failing because we ultimately think, because we're saved, that we could just continue to do and to act and to operate in the way that we are. And that's not the case, because just because your soul is saved, your soul is what goes to heaven. But right here on this earth, your life, the life that you have down here, you can't be lost in it. You have to find your purpose, okay? You got to find your purpose. You got to pray. And you know what's so crazy? I said to myself today, and I've been saying this to myself too, like, Lord, I know everybody has different faiths, and I don't want to offend people, and I don't want to push people away from my channel because I talk about you so much. But he also said to me, if I don't show him that respect, give him that reverence here on this earth, he won't accept me when it's my time to stand in front of the Father. And that's in the word. So I can't feel like I'm going to lose, because anything I do for God in my life here is not lost. So I can't think that way. I have to operate knowing that God is going to make sure that anything and everything I do, and I make sure that I give him the glory and give him the honor within what it is that I'm doing, he's going to make sure that I get the prize, that I am going to receive the benefit, that I am going to receive the blessing for whatever it is. So while I was driving, I was coming from CVS picking up my medicine before I head off to work, and I had to catch myself because the devil had got in there and was like, yeah, you just want to keep it motivating. You want to be able to just motivate people. You don't want people to get offended. You don't want to push people away from your channel. And then I had to realize that that's not God speaking. God don't operate like that. God does not operate like that. And I checked myself within 3 minutes. It might not even have been 3 minutes, because I had to remember who has been providing for me, who has been taking care of me. It's not people that have been providing the peace and the joy that passes all understanding. It has not been money. It has not been recognition. It's none of that. I owe it all to God. I owe my words. I owe my walk, my talk. I owe my service. I owe everything to him. And I wanted to get on here and just let you guys know, don't live a lost life. Don't sit down here on this earth and just think to yourself, oh, it's just so miserable down here. I can't wait until I get to glory. God wants you to enjoy everything that you have here as well. He doesn't want you just to be lost and to be miserable and to be worried about all the things that are going on in this world. It is so much going on right now. I too have concern. But he said you can be concerned, but you should not be worried. We should not be worried. Reason why we shouldn't be worried is because we need to believe and know that he is taking care of everything. If he takes care of the birds in the sky, okay, if he takes care of everything that's in space, if he takes care of the fish and everything that's in the sea, then what makes you think he won't take care of you and me? And we have to remember that, and we have to stand on that. Sometimes I would watch the news in the beginning of all of this stuff going on. I would watch the news and I would get so consumed and I would get so worried and frustrated, and I would feel my spirit getting heavy over something that I don't have control over. But what I do have control over is the words that come out my mouth, the meditation, in my heart, asking God that it be acceptable in his sight. So I had to remind myself, you do what you have control over, and make sure that whatever it is you're doing it to the edification and to the reverence and to the honor of God. And make sure that you are being about your Father's business. And at this point, I want to be about my Father's business. That's why I joined the church that I joined. That's why I changed my way of thinking. And I asked God to show me what it is he would have for me, and that I would yield and be willing to accept it. Not just him showing me, because he shows a lot of us a lot of things, but we don't have the mind or the willpower to yield. We don't ask for wisdom in order to be able to operate in the spirit that he would have us to operate in. And that's where a lot of our problems come. Please share this out to your friends and family and share it out on your channel, because I really understand now what God is trying to get his people to understand. Things are allowed to happen because of his permissive will. But his perfect will is for us not to perish. He doesn't want us to perish. He doesn't want us to die in these tragic situations. He doesn't want us to be up under, unruly rulers. But because of his permissive will, he's allowed us to operate in this world the way we want to. We have to choose him. We have to choose his direction. We have to choose his wisdom. We have to choose these things. You can't curse God and wonder why all these things are happening, but on the same note, you don't want to listen to him, and you don't want to follow him, and you don't want to learn about him, and you don't want to study about him, but you want to curse him because people are dying and people are hungry and people are going through so many things in life. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. It's never worked that way. So we really have to get ourselves together and realize that the things we have control over, God has given us that control. So don't live a lost life, because there's no reason for you to live a lost life. But then also understand the things that you don't have control over, give them to God so he can do his wonderful, magnificent work. He's the one that can do the work. You just got to have the faith. You got to have the faith, and then you got to operate in it, because faith without works is dead. So our operating in it means we don't know the outcome, but we believe what he says. That's the work we put in. Everything else, the manifestation of it, for it to come to pass, that's all God's job. That's not our job. We don't have that type of power. That's for him to do. You see what I'm saying? But I've learned now, I'm not going to continue to cry no more when I look at TikTok and see all the families that are being pulled apart because they're being deported. I'm not going to cry no more. Does that mean I don't care? No, that doesn't mean I don't care. I care immensely. But I'm not going to cry, because I'm going to trust God. And I'm going to pray. And I'm going to seek his godly wisdom and his direction. I'm going to continue to save up in the storehouse, like he told them many years ago. You got to save up. You got to prepare yourself for whatever's to come. A lot of people don't understand why preparation is important. God always, since the beginning of time, have been telling man to prepare himself for things that are coming to pass. But we don't believe in preparing. We just believe, everything will be okay. No, he said prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Think about it. He said he's going to prepare a place for us in the presence of our enemies. Our cups are going to overflow. If he's up in heaven preparing stuff for us, then why are we not preparing ourselves while we living down here? I don't understand why we don't understand the importance of preparation. That's why I've been operating in the way I have with my finances. I'm preparing myself in case I have to be a blessing to somebody else. I'm preparing myself to be in a position where I'm not the one that's always in need. You see what I'm saying? I'm preparing myself to be elevated, to go places in life that I haven't been before, to be able to do things I haven't been able to do. I'm preparing myself for the next level. I don't want to stay here forever. I'm ready to go higher. I'm ready to go higher and higher and higher and higher. I'm ready to do bigger and better things. Do you understand where I'm coming from today? I'm ready to take it higher. I'm ready to go higher. I'm ready to be better, to do better. I'm ready. I can't park in this spot. That's not doing too good. I'm ready for that. And I want to motivate y'all to do just that. Hey, Adriana, I want to motivate you guys to do just that. You are missing out on the things that God has for you. But you got to be ready. You got to be ready and you got to be willing. You can't be making emotional decisions. You can't be letting your emotions get the best of you. You can't feel like you got to get vengeance on everything or everybody that you feel like did you wrong. You got to stand and understand that if God be for you, who can be against you? Vengeance is not yours. It's nothing that you can do to somebody that's been doing you wrong that's better than what God could do to them. It's nothing you can do. I don't care how many snappy comebacks you think you got. I don't care how much of their business you think that you know that you could use against them. I don't care how you may think that your presence around them will irk them enough. No, there's nothing you can do to a person that has done you wrong and continue to do you wrong. It's nothing better that you can do than what God can do. God's vengeance is totally different. So now I let people have it. I let people have it. When I say I let people have it, I don't let people have it the way I used to. Meaning I don't lash out. I don't cuss you out. I don't talk about you. None of that. Now, will I state facts? If I'm asked a question, I will state the facts. And then I will cut it short and leave it alone. But you will not consume my headspace. You will not consume my time. I'm not wasting time that's going to keep me lost. Wasting time on people that have no purpose in life. It's not that God didn't give them a purpose. They choose not to live in purpose. They choose not to live on purpose, and they choose not to live with purpose. So what happens is you get consumed by their lost behind, and then y'all all lost together, and you're a bunch of lost village idiots. I am not playing that game with anybody, because that is not what God wants for me. You could talk about me. You could backbite. You could try to set up whatever you want to set up. Let me tell you something. God says, don't touch my anointed or do my prophet no harm. That doesn't mean you have to be a preacher, a minister, or a priest. His anointed is his people that are called by his name and according to his purpose. His prophets are the people that go out there and prophesize about the good news of Jesus Christ. And they're not scared to stand on it and believe that there is power in the name. Okay? And that name is above any name. Those are the people that are the prophets. Those people that will love their sister and brother when the sister and brother hate them. Those are the prophets. Those are the ones that speak of peace and operate and conduct themselves with respect and integrity. Those are the prophets. Okay? Those are the people. Those are God's peculiar people. You understand me? So if I decide to entangle and play in the sandbox with somebody that's not a part of the peculiar people group or the chosen or the anointed, then I become them. Let me tell you something. If you don't come on this side of the street, I'm sorry, but we'll never be able to engage. We'll never be able to spend time because I'm not jumping back and forth in traffic with nobody. I'm not playing both sides of the fence. And I ain't jumping back and forth in traffic. Also, I'm never going to be afraid to communicate and have the difficult conversations. And if I try to reach out to you to have these conversations, to try to come to a common ground, to reason with my sister and brother, and you decide to take the low road, I'm going to leave you right on that road by yourself. And I'm going to get off at the nearest exit and continue on my journey. I'm not going to put fuel to your fire. You will burn by yourself. I'm not burning with you. I'm not living a lost life. And I'm not making excuses. I don't want nobody to have no pity party for me or anything. Anything that I'm going through, God is making me stronger in the midst of it. I don't want sympathy for my illnesses. I don't want sympathy because I'm black. I don't want sympathy because I may not be where other people may be at my age. I don't want sympathy for none of that, okay? I get up and make it happen for me, and I give God the glory. And as long as you respect who I give all glory, honor, and praise to, then we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. But if you are in a place in your life where you just can't get it right and you don't see nothing wrong with what you're doing, like I told y'all on the last live stream, everybody has a job. Everybody has been given a position to play. Some people choose God's perfect will And some people choose his permissive will. People that love chaos, they love drama, they love being in the midst of the feel, I never really understood what FOMO was, but the feeling of missing out on something. Those people are the people that are not living in the perfect will. They're living in the permissive will. God has given you the permission to live your life the way you want it, but you're lost. You're lost. Okay? I'm here to tell you you're lost. I know you may not like it, but you're lost. If you are the type of person that's sitting up and figuring, you wake up and you pick up the phone and figure out whose day you're going to destroy. If you sit around and you say, who can I take a shot at today? Whose life can I interrupt? Whose train of thought can I throw a monkey wrench in? You are a lost person. You may believe in Jesus Christ as your personal savior, but you are lost. You're lost. And you wonder why you're so afflicted in your body. Do you know you reap what you sow? Whatever you sow out in this world, it boomerangs and hits you right back. It may hit you in your heart, your lungs. It may hit you in your eyesight. It may hit you in certain functions of your body. It may hit you in your equilibrium. It may hit you in your legs. The activity of your mind is going to hit you somewhere. So be prepared. But when you sow into good ground and you sow things that are fruitful and God blesses you with the fruits of the Spirit, then you're going to operate different and you're going to start to enjoy life and you're going to enjoy living it more abundantly. Hey, Marie Boca, you're going to enjoy to live it more abundantly. You really are. So everything I'm doing right now in my life is all coming together. And it's because I give it to God. I give it to God. When I'm stressed or I'm worried or I have anxiety, I talk to God. When I don't know something, I talk to God. When I feel like I want to jump off the edge of the ledge in a situation, I talk to God. And then I go and I remember the words that he's given me to encourage me out of that situation, because he's told me that he gives all his children a way of escape. All of us are given a way of escape. So again, when my pastor said it saves souls with lost lives, he said no Christian should be walking around with a frown on their face because of what's happening in this world. No Christian should be so moved by people, places, and things that don't matter because of who he is in their life. If you stand strong on who he is and you believe he is who he said he is, then you know that you are going to be okay, and that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and that you can walk in that, and you can believe it, and you can smile in the face of adversity. And when I say smile in the face of adversity, I don't mean just at work. I don't mean with people that you are associated with. I mean even in your home, with your husband, with your wife, with your children. Everything and everybody's going to test your gangster. Okay? But you have to be bold in this walk with God. You have to be bold. He says it. You have to be bold. You have to be steadfast. You have to stand strong. You have to stand first. You got to stand on business. You got to be 10 toes down, as they say. Okay? You have to. Because if your faith is shakeable, then your faith can't be in Christ. Because he's not shakeable. He's not you can't move him. You can't. No, he don't operate in that. When he came down here to save us from our own sins, okay? He took the hit for us. His flesh did not want to go through it. He went up he was in the Garden of Gethsemane. He kept praying and praying and praying. And he was asking God to take the cup from him. He said, but if it is his will, let it be done. And then he prayed some more and he prayed some more. And he asked his friends, the apostles, to stay up with him and pray. And they went to sleep. But you know what? He still stood on his Father's business by himself and got the job done. I said his friends, his homies, they fell asleep. They didn't stay up with him, and he asked them to stay up. Stop worrying about people having your back. Stop complaining because people ain't there for you. Stop complaining because people ain't answering the phone. Stop complaining because you feel like people taking shots. Stop complaining because people aren't who you thought they were. Oh, well, continue the journey. Continue to steadfast, stand on 10 toes about the business that you have been given to handle. And stop worrying about who there to support you. God's people will be there when they supposed to be there. But you gotta be willing and able to push past whatever uncertainties or lack of support that you may have. Be motivated today, y'all. Be motivated. I'm trying to tell you, God is speaking to me in so many ways that I can't even hear the BS that people say. I don't care. He chose me. And I'm so thankful that he chose me. I'm so thankful. Even in my own family, they see how I operate now. It's February. I'm on a new mission for February. I'm doing things different. I don't know if y'all been watching me. You better watch these videos because y'all about to see unwavering transformation. It's going to be constant movement, constant progression, constant motivation. I want to be a constant example. What's up, Walt Money? I'm moving, and I'm moving in the right direction. You see what I'm saying? It's not easy. Some days it's going to be hard. Some days it's going to be real hard. But never grow weary in well-doing, because in due season, you will reap a harvest if you faint not. This is your Nista. This is Motivation Monday. I love each and every one of you. Please share these videos out. Watch the ads on my other videos, because that's what helps me, and that's what continues to help me help other people. Also, like I said to all my members, I will be sending you out your $1,000 envelope challenge, because I want us to all start to prepare for our future in any way possible. Go get your canned goods. Go get your body wash. Stock up your house. Make sure you stock up the storehouse. That's your house. You see what I'm saying? Go to the Dollar Tree. Ain't nothing wrong with the Dollar Tree. Go get your toothpaste and your toothbrushes. Go get the stuff that you need in your house. You know what I'm saying? Your cleansers and everything. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Nobody believed COVID would happen. Y'all ain't learned yet. Anything can happen. The Lord said, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for what's to come. Stop thinking you're supposed to know what's to come. We don't know what's coming. We didn't know when COVID came. Did you know? Nobody really know. We didn't know we were going to get impacted the way we did. So stop sitting around in candy cane land. Reach out to your Father and ask him what it is he would have for you to do. And don't question him about why. Well, what's about to happen? Well, what's going on? I don't know. But all I know is it's a storm raging. And when I need to take cover, I'm going to take cover. You see what I'm saying? When COVID happened, I wasn't prepared. I ain't had no real food in the house. I ain't had nothing in the house. I'm sitting there like, oh man, I go buy stuff. You know, toilet paper going. Everybody laugh about the toilet paper. But imagine something happening now and we don't have toilet paper to buy. Not because people bought it all, but because it's so expensive. And we have nobody to get it off of those big, what do they call them things? They bring in on a ship. They have all our supplies. We don't have anybody to unpack those big, gigantic containers. We don't have anybody to unpack them. And then when they get unpacked, we got such big tax liabilities on the stuff because of tariffs that we can't afford it. Prepare yourself. God says this is the season of preparation and faith. I'm preparing and I'm believing. I'm preparing and I'm believing. I'm preparing and I'm believing. And I'm keeping a smile on my face, and I'm not going to live a lost life. Shipping containers. There you go. Shipping containers. Prepare. You don't need to know if it's going to happen or not. But wouldn't you rather be prepared and close to God and have a strong signal with him, so he can keep you abreast on what's going on? I would. So listen, it's your Nista. I love each and every one of you. Please like, comment, subscribe, share out my videos, watch them straight through. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a blessed day. Be fruitful and do everything that you do on purpose with purpose, okay? And don't live lost. Live abundantly. Bye.